I've been sitting with the spiritual concept of surrender to what is. And I've been taught that surrender to what is means to accept things as they are, to live in the present moment, and to not resist and to not try to change what is. Because if we do that, it just leads to more struggle and pain. However, my experience has been that that very teaching has led me to a substantial amount of struggle and pain. And over the years, I've come to understand surrender to what is differently. It's not about accepting difficult circumstances in my life just because they're here. It's not about resigning myself to a version of reality that feels limiting for me, that disconnects me from something greater than myself. For me, it means surrendering to a deeper state of consciousness when I meditate. I experience this infinite, creative, and abundant force of oneness. And it feels like it's made up of all that is. And then I start to wonder about the phrase surrender to what is. What is? What is the is? What is the isness? I ask myself. And right now in my journey, the is the oneness. It's the creative force of consciousness that's bigger than me. So it's surrender to oneness, surrender to consciousness, surrender to that which is bigger than me. And I think about also people who pray, people who study the Bible, they go to church, and if something is wrong in their life, let's say they have someone who's ill, and it's gotten to the point where they can no longer do anything about it. They have to let go. And they don't just accept it as it is, they go and pray to God. And for me, God is oneness. And so they pray to this higher consciousness, and they pray for that person to get better. They pray for something positive. And we all know and have seen what the power of prayer can do. So at this point, I feel like surrender is not about giving in and accepting what is. It's about giving over. And when I say giving over, I mean giving over the problem, giving over the thing in life that doesn't feel fulfilling, that doesn't feel like it's optimal or that it could be the best thing in your life. And I let go of the control, and I allow myself, when I'm meditating, to rest in that space of greater intelligence. It's greater than my mind. It's the space that becomes nurturing and caring and so much love. And in that space, I don't know what's going to happen next when I surrender. And that isness, surrender to what is. The beauty of it is I allow it to take over and fix the problem or change the circumstance in my life. So I choose that. Surrender is I choose that over and over again so that I can align with that deeper frequency of wholeness. And I allow life to emerge from there. And when I do that, what comes is always better and bigger and more creative than anything I could have done or imagined on my own.